Q103, Albany's rock station. We are joined this morning by Mr. Jon Oliva, who you may know from a little band called Sabotage or Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Good morning, Jon. How you doing today?
Good morning, Candace. How are you? I'm doing great.
I'm doing well. I want to start off today with giving my condolences. It's been a bit of a rough year for TSO. Obviously, you guys lost Dave Z in July, and then in April, Paul O'Neill, who this is his baby. How are you guys holding up as of now?
Well, it was very, like you said, it was a very rough year for us. But, we all pulled together. We decided that we were going to keep things going. Paul's family, his wife and his daughter, and myself and a couple of the guys from our management company, we sat down and decided that this would be the best thing to do. This would be what Paul would have wanted to have done, because this was a stage design that he was working on shortly before he passed. The last time I saw him, he actually showed me on his laptop the stage set for this year's tour, which I think is by far the most brilliant one that he's ever come up with. And it blows me away that we actually got it to work.
Oh, my goodness.
Stage changes. It looks like it's alive sometimes. It's going to blow people away. I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Oh, my gosh. It sounds amazing. What is it you guys say? Fog it, light it up, and blow it up? Are we going to see plenty of that this time around?
Oh, yes. It would not be a TSO concert without fog it, light it, blow it up.
Absolutely. Can you give us any insight into what you guys have on the stage this year, or are we still trying to keep that a little under wraps?
Like I said, the stage set, it changes during the show. It morphs into different scenes. From an outdoor of a theater with a marquee and ticket window and doors and neon lights underneath the marquee, where it actually looks like you're standing out in front of a theater, getting ready to go inside, to it changes into a castle, changes into a big toy shop. It just changes, and the new lighting techniques and designs that we have, actually at times it looks like the stage is actually breathing. That's the vision I saw from during the rehearsals in Omaha. I got to sit out there for 4 shows a day, watching things, by myself in the middle of an empty arena with just the band on stage and the crew. And I would turn around to the light guy and go, wow. I said, it actually looks like the stage has got a heartbeat.
Oh, my God.
Like it's breathing during the music. It's just amazing how they got everything to work, how they got his vision to come to life. And it's blow away. It's the best. In all the 20-some-odd years we've been doing this, in my opinion, this is by far the best and biggest stage production that we've had.
Oh, my gosh. Technology is so amazing. You watch videos of a TSO show, and it does the live show zero justice. You know what I mean? The videos are amazing, but when you're sitting there with that in front of you, and I got to imagine to be sitting there by yourself, it has to be a whole different kind of experience.
It was kind of creepy sometimes, because I was looking around, and I'm like, whoa, there's nobody here but me. And then again, just watching it come to life. Over the 3 weeks that we do the rehearsals, the first week was honestly was very rough for a lot of people. There was a lot of emotion, with everybody. I think after a week of that, we kind of got over the emotion part of it and got down to, we got to make this the best tour we've ever done.
Right.
In honor of Paul and David. And let's just focus and get our butts in gear and make this the best show we've ever done. And by the time the last day of the rehearsals, and then I went to the opening night in Omaha, that's where we opened the one tour, the people were just blown away. I saw people's jaws hanging down on the floor.
Oh, my
God. It was that blow away. So I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Yeah, super excited. So you guys have gotten so huge and so in demand in the holiday season. First, how did you guys decide that, Christmas, that was going to be your time, that was going to be your thing, that's what you wanted to do?
Well, that all started with that song 1224 that actually came out on Sabotage album.
Right.
And that's when the idea, I think, hit Paul, because he called me at 4 o'clock in the morning with this idea. Jon, I want to do this band. I want to call it Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I want to use musicians from all over the world. I want to do this, and I want to write, a story, and I want you to write the music with me, and let's do this. And I thought he was nuts. I was like, "You crazy? You're calling me at 4 o'clock in the morning?" And but we decided to do it, and it was the smartest move I ever made, because look what it's turned into. Nobody ever thought. I know I never thought that it was going to get to where it is now.
A lot of people have grown up, attending TSO shows. You guys have been doing this for a couple decades now. Is it kind of surreal to see people now bringing their children into it and them making this a whole family holiday experience?
Yeah, and you know what? I was just talking to somebody about an hour ago, and I told them, it's like, I've seen people at shows 10, 15 years ago that brought their kids who at that time were 3, 4 years old. And I seen them at the show last year, and now those kids are 14, 15 years old, and they're still coming, and they're bringing their friends, and their friends are bringing their friends, and now some of those kids have kids of their own, and it's just so strange. It's like, it's become almost like a Christmas holiday season tradition.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm very proud of that. I think that's great, because it brings, anytime you can bring people happiness during this time of the year, that's what it's all about. And that's what TSO is all about. We like to give back. We give $1 of every ticket to a local charity. And we've done that since day one, and we're going to continue to do that. And it's just our way of giving back and thanking everybody for coming out every year. It's just amazing. It really blows me away that the thing has just gone on this long and just seems to keep getting bigger and bigger.
Right? Well, we're very thankful that it has and that it continues to do so. You guys have gotten so big that you guys actually had to split up your touring, right? You have like 2 shows that are touring the country.
Yeah, we have an East Coast band and a West Coast band.
How do you choose who plays which coast?
That's a tough one. Actually, we have a method of that. We have a way of splitting that up where certain people have relations with other people, so they played together before, so that we try to keep them together because of the tightness between them musically. So as far as the actual players go, the actual guys playing guitar, drums, bass, keyboards, people who have a past history with each other or, something in that, we tend to try to keep them together as much as possible.
Makes sense.
And as far as the vocalists go, that's just depends on who's doing what song and what vocalist is available for that song on this coast, on the other coast, and there's a lot of things that are involved in that would probably take me about an hour to explain.
I bet.
But it's not an easy. Believe me, it's not easy.
It doesn't sound like it is,
but we get it done.
Yeah, you do. So this year you guys are doing the Ghosts of Christmas Eve and the Best of TSO and more. So we're excited to see that. Before Paul passed, there were a couple of things that you guys had in the works. Isn't Romanov and Gutter Ballet, wasn't there some sort of Broadway production that has been rumored to be happening at some point? Is there any chance?
Those projects are in line to be done. I'm actually working on stuff for that while the bands are out on tour. I'm actually here in Florida at our home studio, Night Castle Studios here in Tampa, and I am actually recording stuff for those projects, getting things ready for when the tour is over. We can have certain people come in and add their parts to them. So I'm kind of in the prep job right now. I'm prepping our upcoming projects.
Ooh, that's awesome.
There will be more TSO stuff in the future, I promise you that.
Oh, good. That was going to be my next question. What's next for TSO without, your fearless leader?
Well, those 2 projects are definitely both in line to be done next. So that's my job is to get that stuff ready for everybody to do final recordings on. So that's what I'm going to be doing over the holidays, and hopefully have everything ready for them to start working on at the end of January.
Awesome. And thank you so much, Jon, for giving us a couple of minutes of your time today. We actually have something really cool going on for our listeners here in the Capital Region. They can sign up to win a little weekend getaway to go see Trans-Siberian Orchestra this season. They have the choice of picking between one of two shows. You can either see you guys at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, where they will not only get hooked up with tickets to the show, but they'll get tickets into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, as well as to go see a tour of the Christmas Story House. Or they could choose to go see you in New Orleans, where they get a horse and buggy ride around the French Quarter and dinner for two. All of this, both trips, include a meet and greet with the band, autographed tour merchandise, a round trip airfare for two, 2 nights hotel accommodations, and $500 in cash. So it sounds like our winner is going to get a pretty awesome experience based on what you've told us what the show is going to be like this time around. Jon, is there anything you would like to add to our listeners before I let you get on with your day?
Yes, I just want to wish everybody a happy and safe holiday season and a lot of love from the TSO family.